he would step across the line. Habitually, he's a habitual line stepper.
Dun, 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 dun. Whoa, whoa. What it do, baby?
Yo! What up, boy?
Not much, man. Welcome y'all to the Habitual Line Steppers podcast. I am Garrett Langley Henson.
And I am Terry Ricardo de Chazo.
And the Deuce. Thank y'all so much for joining us for our Facundo Compasso Super Pod.
No, this will not be any of that bullshit. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to spout this horse shit that's about to come out of your mouth.
All right, I'll give Garrett 2 minutes, but you can give Facundizzle Compasso, Facunde's dad. You got to give him some more time, man. He's delivering my balls, man.
So why you want to talk about this Compasso dude? I don't even think anybody knows who he is, bro. Straight up.
Okay. All right. For all you casuals out there, okay? Jamal Murray tore his ACL and he's out for the season. All right. Since he got out for the season, the Nuggets are 11-2, still up to third place in the Western Conference. They still play great basketball, and it's all due to one man, Facundo Campazzo.
Nikola Jokic. Oh, you said Nikola Jokic wrong. I'm sorry.
No, he's not the MVP. I was wrong last week. Campazzo is the MVP. I was completely wrong.
Compasso.
Where Campazzo leads, Jokic will follow.
You know what? Before we started this shit, when you said the Compasso name, I wasn't even thinking about this kid. I know who you're talking about now. The dude from Denver. I thought you were talking about the dude on the Warriors.
Oh, no.
The other Hispanic dude.
No.
What the hell is his name? I don't even.
Old Neto?
Yeah, no, not him. The tall dude that can dunk, number 95 on the Warriors. That kid.
Danny Avdia?
No, motherfucker, not him. Danny Avdia.
Burner? Wagner?
No. Hold up. Don't worry about it. So you love this Compasso kid for some
Jan
reason.
Vesley?
Nah, man.
All right. So I love this Compasso kid, and this is why. He's my height, and he's playing in the NBA. The dude is 5'10" with sneakers on, and he's playing against real-life NBA athletes. And he's doing it in style, bro. Have you watched any of the Nuggets since Murray went out?
I've watched them. They still kind of play the same. I actually like them better. Without Murray. If I'm being completely honest.
That's a little wild because Campazzo is not as good of a scorer. He's not going to drop 50 in the playoffs.
It seems like they don't need a scorer. They got Jokic.
Bro, he's playing great, but I told you I had the perfect Campazzo comp for you.
Oh God.
So here it is.
Go ahead.
George Iceman. So I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was about to leave the room, son. Yeah, motherfuckers want to talk about read the room. I was about to leave that joint.
Right. Being real.
Go ahead.
You know how we hate comparing European players to European players and white players to white players?
Yeah.
I'm going to do that shit anyway. And compare 2 European players to Facundo Campazzo. To me, he is a mix of these 2 guys.
Okay.
Teodosic, who you may have remembered played for the Clippers
I remember him.
2 seasons ago.
The
wildest passer in the NBA, who always looked like he stepped on the court right after finishing a cigarette.
Best passer in the NBA by far. It's not even close. He just couldn't play a lick of defense at all.
Yeah.
Like he was a fantastic passer, swear to God.
Yes. The second person that that is participating in this comp, I'm going to say that they fused together like Trunks and Gohan.
Okay, go ahead.
The second person, Pablo Prigioni. Composite to me is the perfect blend of the 2. the toughness, the defense, the smarts of Prigioni, the grit, how he'll get stuck in. But he's got that passion flair. He's got the creativity of Teodosic. You put these two guys in a chamber, you know what I'm saying, get their DNA all spliced up.
Okay.
Who comes out? Facundo Campazzo, the MVP.
You know who he actually reminds me of, like a little bit?
Who?
It's fucking, and you might like this, you might hate it. He reminds me of
LaMelo Ball.
Nah, definitely not that. No way. He reminds me of Kyle Lowry, bro. Straight up. Low-key with the toughness. Like, they're almost the same size. Defense, he plays super tough. Offensively, he can hit open shots. He doesn't make stupid decisions. Like, I like the kid. I like the little Hispanic kid. But I swear to God, I thought you were talking about this kid right here. You see this guy's name?
Oh, Juan Toscano Anderson, who plays for the Warriors.
When you said you said his full name, and I was like, that's the dude from the Warriors? Why you like him so much?
No.
I was like, Juan Toscano Anderson?
We already wasted like 11 seconds talking about him on the last pod. When we were talking about how you knew Steph Curry was the MVP, when they were like, what are we going to do without Juan Toscano Anderson?
Oh, yeah. We did talk about that for a second.
Yeah, that'll be the last time we talk about it. This is it, right? This is the Toscano Anderson super pod. It's the Compazzo super pod.
Nah, I hear you.
I'll tell you a little bit more about my favorite player in the NBA, Terry.
Okay, go ahead.
Your boy has a 3.5 to 1 assist to turnover ratio.
Okay, that's really good.
He has 3 games where he has 5+ steals this season.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's only played more than 30 minutes in like 11 games. So he's doing all this in like limited minutes. You ready for this, Terry? This is your favorite. Is per 36.
Oh my God. What's his per 36, Garrett? 65 points, 22 fucking assists, and 18 rebounds? What is it?
Prepare to get wild.
Go.
9.8 points. All right. 7.5 assists.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking 1.8 turnovers. 2.5 steals and a block.
Damn. One block? One whole block?
Yeah, one whole block.
Oh, okay.
5'10".
Okay. That's kind of crazy.
Your man is balling on the defensive end. Doesn't turn the ball over on offense. Keeps everyone involved. Makes like some of the like most veteran passes that I've seen where it's like he's taking it one more level. Like there's this one joint I was watching against the Nets last night.
Yeah.
He drove into the paint. He gets into the paint, and then instead of going all the way to the rim, he like stops in between the block and the free throw line. And it just stops in front of the defender that sank in for the corner 3 and the center who's protecting the rim.
Yeah.
And he faked out to the top of the key, and then with Euro stepped in front of the dude who was supposed to guard the corner 3, stealing him so he couldn't get out to the corner 3, and then passes the corner 3 for a wide open 3. Like pulling 3 defenders into the play in 1 second and creating a wide open shot. The dude who was supposed to challenge the shot was like standing behind Composite. So there's no way for him to even get around. It's like little small vet moves like that. It's like what that turns like a decent shot into a wide open shot.
No, I like the kid. He's straight. Kyrie torched his ass in the last game. You know, I mean, he's still
That's
Kyrie,
a bad matchup. That's a bad matchup.
Kyrie scored 34, but Compasso, he gave you 19 in 34 minutes. Like, he played a decent game. He just couldn't – he really couldn't keep in front of, like, those really quick guards. Like, I like the kid, though. He's good. He's a good kid, though.
I love him, man. I'm completely in love. I thought the Nuggets were out of it after Murray went down. No, they're now favorites. More minutes for Compazzo. They might go undefeated. It's just he keeps playing.
So you don't think he should play over Murray?
In all seriousness, no, he shouldn't play over Murray. But should he have like a meaningful rotation in like the playoffs? Yeah, for sure. I mean, he should be part of their eight-man rotation.
Yeah, who else is going to play besides him?
I'm saying like if Murray wasn't hurt, even if Murray was healthy, I still would want Campazzo in that playoff rotation. I think he's proved himself to a large degree. The only question still is, and you know this is going to be the deal, is like finishing against NBA-sized defenders. He's only shooting 40% for the whole field.
He's shooting. Yeah, I mean,
you know,
as long as bro, basically he's been able to play within his means. So as long as you play within your means and not try to like do the finishing against taller dudes and like more athletic guys, he'll be fine. Just hit them little floaters. Stay in that little lane. Don't go to the lane because they are blocking it out of here.
Yeah,
they'll send you back to Argentina, bro. Do not go in that lane.
Bro, you remember what happened to Dellavedova?
Hey, Dellavedova hasn't made a layup in 20 years, at least.
And he still has a signature shoe deal.
He has a signature floater that's like one of the worst ones I've ever seen. It's like you shoot 10 floaters a game and make 3, and everybody's like, yeah, that's a decent shot. I like it.
He had a signature fucking trip on Al Horford, and then Al Horford had to hit him with the people's elbow.
I remember that. So, like, seeing dudes like Facundo, Compasso play, does that make you think you can play in the NBA? Like, for a second?
It makes me, like, live vicariously through him. Like, I know I'm not skilled at – see, this is the crucial difference. This dude is shooting, like, 36 from NBA range 3 on, like, 7 attempts a game.
Yeah. Right? It's not horrible, though.
It would be like if I could play in the NBA, but it would be like if he didn't have a jump shot. You know what I'm saying? That would be with me, like Matthew Dellavedova.
Yeah, maybe. But hold up. Do you think you're as athletic as Compasso?
No.
Straight up right now.
I'm just stronger than that's all.
Nah. Yeah, okay. I think that was your weakness. You're too strong. If you were weak, then you would have developed a different type of game.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Because you're like 5'9.5", like with shoes on probably.
Yeah.
And for some reason, you just always find yourself in the post versus like dudes that are 6'5", and you're just like, yo, I'm posting him straight up. Let's get this.
Yep, mismatch. I got him. He's gonna foul me. But yeah, so very impressed, man. I don't think we can write them out yet. And the Nuggets, really, they had like a long story about him in The Athletic that I read.
Yeah.
The thing I appreciate the most is he was like, I didn't want to live my whole life like wondering if I could play in the NBA and play at the highest level.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like 29 or whatever. I did the stuff in Spain. I've won everything in Europe. I wanted to like prove to myself. I didn't want to look back when I'm 40 and think like, oh, could I have done it? Could my game have translated in the NBA? So he was like, I wanted to take the challenge and see what I could do.
I wish a lot more of these dudes would do that instead of staying over there for like such a long time. Like, humble yourself. You could honestly, you probably make the same amount of money like playing over here as you do playing over there. If you're able to, do it. If not, you can always go back. Just try it out.
Do what what's your boy who got his face broken by Bobby Portis did?
Which guy? Was it Scola? Not Scola. Who got his face broken?
It was you remember they were playing on the Bulls together? He later got traded.
Mirotic, right? Something like that.
Mirotic, yeah. He played 2 years in the league. Didn't work out how he wanted. Went right back to Barcelona on a fat deal.
Yeah. He was decent too. It's not like he was bad.
Bro, ain't nobody breaking your orbital bone in Barcelona in practice. He was like, these Americans are fucking wild, man.
Yeah, Bobby Portis, that's a wild boy. You don't want to mess with Bobby Portis.
No.
Straight up.
He even looks crazy, dude. He looked like he should have a Newport under his headband at all times.
That's his signature move.
You go up for a fucking layup and he just takes it out and burns you.
Stick you right in your face. Good Lord. But nah, he's straight. The European dudes, I've always admired like the way the Europeans play. Because it's like, it's a little tricky. Like, Americans don't really know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
It's kind of why, like, we got our asses handed to us when we sent out the C team.
Yep.
Like, come on, bro. You're going to send out the C team versus their A team? Like, the gap is closing slowly but surely, like, every year. You need to send out the boys every time.
Bro, that's how Raul Neto got drafted. Fucking Brazil finished, like, above us in one of the joints. And the Hawks were like, oh, we need to take this 5'9" Brazilian point guard.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, bro, if a lot of these short American guards could play like them, you have more athleticism. Like, stop being stupid and trying to drive against all these tall dudes. Learn how to shoot a 3.
When you're 5'10" and unathletic with short arms, you have to learn the game in a deeper way than you have to then like fucking Moutier. You think he understands the game anywhere close to the level of Campazzo?
No.
Moutier is used to be able to do a hezzy, get right to the cup, and finish like no matter what.
Yeah.
Campazzo, his whole life is like, I got to learn the next step now. Like, oh, I get past my defender. Well, he's long enough to recover and block me from behind. So what do I got to do now? How do I draw the second person and then have a dump off pass and then keep doing that after they know that I'm not going to try to finish in the paint and they're playing me for the pass? How do I keep not turning the ball over and getting people open when they're like doing the Steve Nash shit, like backing away knowing I'm going to dribble it out in the paint like once I get in there?
Yeah. Well, I like to always tell people like why I quit basketball. It was just because I was short. But really it was because I could jump really high, but everybody else could jump the same. And that didn't like change the way I played it. I was just like, nah, I'm about to jump over you. And they're like, no, I'm about to jump over you. And I was just like, oh, okay. Well, I'm out.
Real. Terry, those days ended when you fucking dunked and then came down and broke your toe in my fucking were those Vince Carters? No, they were LeBrons, weren't they?
I don't know what. Nah, they were just like some generic Nike shoes, bro.
No, they were LeBrons.
Were they LeBrons?
They were like LeBron 2s, bro. Those are like the 2s that you can't.
Nah. They couldn't be LeBron. They couldn't be LeBron 2s because I was like, what, 19?
Yeah, bro.
But LeBron's been playing in the league for like, what was that, 2010, right? Nah.
Yeah, but I don't buy new LeBron sneakers. I bought those joints like 6 years after they came out.
Oh, okay. So now it makes sense.
Yeah. I wait till they were on clearance, bro. I'm not dropping to $100 on, don't wear LeBrons to the club. The shit's ugly.
Shout out Dom Kennedy. Oh, yeah. I remember that. I mean, after that, my vertical went down.
After you broke your toe, you're like, hey, I'm done with all this high-flying nonsense. Straight
below
up
the rim.
Jumpers with no jump.
I'm Smitty's below the rim top 5 all day.
For real, though. For real, though.
Yeah,
hey,
man.
I tell you who's finally been playing above the rim, though, Terry.
Who?
A man we picked on horribly the last 2 podcasts, Anthony Davis.
Oh, hey, he looked good in that.
Last night, playing against the number 2 team in the West, Phoenix Suns.
The Suns.
What did Anthony Davis do?
One-man record.
43 and 13.
42, yeah. 42 straight. I mean, not straight. 42 points on the Suns. I mean, look, that's the problem with the Suns that people aren't paying attention to. And then you admit to it, but at the same time, you don't want to. Like last week, you were like, yeah, they got Sarge. I can trust their bigs. They got Sarge, Aiden. I'm like, no.
Nah, I said I couldn't trust their bigs.
I
said if they had Steven Adams.
You trust them to play playoff minutes.
No,
right?
Rewind the tape because I listened to our pod. I said if they had Steven Adams or they had another like backup center that was a vet, then I'd trust them more. But I don't trust Ayton manning all those minutes with nobody reliable playing behind him.
So what's the point of them even playing if they can't stop Jokic, they can't stop AD, and who's the other team? And they can't. Well, Gobert is not really like gonna do much, but you know, Ayton and Gobert, that's a wash. They're not gonna go far if your bigs aren't.
Gobert is better than Ayton.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like in terms of Gobert's not gonna get you like 25, but at the same time, he's gonna shut down Ayton. Like that's over with, you know.
Yep, but if you also watch like how AD got a lot of these buckets last night, he did it playing power forward against Frank Kaminsky and Dario Saric.
Yeah, I saw Frank actually didn't play like horribly, you know.
I'm just saying, man, like that. Listen, I don't know exactly how much this really showed me that Anthony Davis fucking toasted 2 slow white guys.
Yeah, I mean, but like. The thing about Anthony Davis is he got 42, but he literally played exactly the same in the other games. He just made the shots. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he wowed me with any of the moves he was doing. He didn't get a whole lot of separation and shit. Kaminsky
also did with this one joint where he ran a high pick and roll and then fucking ditched that shit to the corner 3. And I was like, why is your center the ball handler in the pick and roll?
They do that sometimes. Sometimes he comes down the court with the ball handling. He can dribble though. I mean, AD, he's one of those dudes who was 6'3" and then got a a growth spurt, and he's like 6'9" the next
He
year.
can dribble too, but now we're starting to get into the Giannis thing, where it's like, I don't want my 7-footer dribbling the ball out on top of the key, right? Get your big ass in the post.
And here's the
It's
conundrum.
one thing if you're going to run like a big, small pick and roll or something.
The big pick and roll.
Those,
Got to be.
those big pick and rolls, that would work against Phoenix, where it's like their power forwards can't switch at all, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to run that big pick and roll against like some of the other teams, it's like, well, what are you going to do? You just got another big switch onto you. So
Yeah, the big. Honestly, the big pick and roll is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Remember when the AD and Boogie used to play on the Pelicans together? And then freaking what's the coach? Alvin Gentry. He ran big pick and rolls with AD and Boogie for like 30% of the New Orleans plays. And everybody's like, son, give me some different type of variation. Like, they're not doing anything at all. You don't create any mismatches. It really doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, like I said, you only do that shit if there's like a liability at one of those spots on defense, right?
So we're saying AD and Kaminsky, yeah, that's a huge liability, right?
Or AD on Saric. Or what's his name? The green kid, their rookie. Anyone who's not Aiton on AD is a gigantic mismatch.
Yeah, but here's the thing. There was like at least 5 ISO situations where AD made a shot and Kaminsky was literally right there. And I'm just like, I mean, I'll take it. It was a tough-ass shot. Like, AD is going to make tough shots, but if he makes 40 shooting like that, I would honestly take the Suns beating them in a series if it's going to be like that.
I mean, that's the NBA, Terry. Like,
no, it is.
Great offense beats good defense. You know, that happens 40 times a game where somebody was like right up at his grill and he's splashing anyway. And you just got to run back on defense and be like, well, he's one of the 300 best basketball players in the world. Like,
yeah, and it is what it is. But also,
you play good defense and people make shots.
Yeah, but the thing that's kind of gaining a little bit of traction too is that the Lakers look a little better with Marc Gasol on the court opposed to Andre Drummond on the court.
What did we tell you about that pandemic penguin last week, guys?
We said it. We said it straight from the horse's mouth, bro.
Right, bro. They picked the wrong Batman villain to be out there with Anthony Davis, right? Don't pick the Penguin, pick the Riddler, Marc Gasol, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, smartest dudes in the NBA. He's always one step ahead of the other team. Sometimes he's one step ahead of himself.
Yeah, he's moving crazy. But honestly, I mean, it just depends on who they play with him. Like, I don't like AD, Drummond, and LeBron. That's a lot of people in the lane, you know?
It's all matchup dependent, man. All this stuff is matchup dependent. What he really needs to do, what Vogel's top thing that he needs to do is figure out the staggering of who's going to play with whom. Is Pandemic Penguin going to play with Kyle Kuzma? Or is he going to play with AD? Or is he going to play with Bron? Is Marc Gasol going to play, like, how are you going to mix and match the spacing of your power forwards and your centers? Because what you can't have is a power forward that can't shoot and Andre Drummond out there together.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think they should just be in the playing game so they can figure it out. That would be my strategy. It's like, you got all these dudes. Let's just figure it out. Like why try to be in the 6th seed when you know the Clippers are just watering at the mouth to play you? Like, you're not ready for it right now. Just go ahead and drop to that 7. I think that's what LeBron is doing anyways. He's like, look, I'm not trying to play Clippers in the first round. They really want to win. And my ankle's still not great.
They really want to embarrass you too.
Yeah, just get that 7 seed. Do some tinkering with the Warriors. Do some tinkering with like either the Spurs or the who's in there, like the Kings or somebody. Or
are you talking about so they're going to be playing the Warriors? It looks like.
Well, that'll be the first game. But even if you lose, you still get to play the winner of the other game. And I think it's Spurs and
it's like Grizzlies and Spurs. I think
Grizzlies. Yeah, it's Grizzlies Spurs. So you'll play the winner of Grizzlies Spurs and. The Lakers, I mean, they beat the Grizzlies and the Spurs kind of easy this year without even their top players, so I'm not really worried about that. I would just use that as an opportunity to, like, tinker with some stuff.
I think ultimately that's what they're going to do, and then that'll give them an easier route to the championship.
Oh, definitely. Ultimately. I mean, yeah. And
that's not a bitch. Like, you do all this work to get the number 1 seed so you could have the easiest path, and then, like, you end up having to play, like, the Clippers and the Lakers.
That's what we've been saying, bro. Like,
that's a tough one.
Yo, kudos to the Jazz and kudos to the Suns, but This ain't that type of season, bro. Like it's a different type of season. The Lakers have been hurt. It's kind of like what happened to, and you may remember the strike season '98 when the Knicks went to the finals versus Spurs.
Short and joint. What was it 55 games?
Yeah, it was 55. The Knicks were the 8 seed, but they were a favorite going in. But it was so many games in a shortened amount of days that the guys were getting hurt. But then at the end of the season, they just kind of rested everybody, and we were healthy. And once you got your team healthy, that's why they rolled through everybody in the East and they played the Spurs in the finals.
Yep.
It's looking like it's a similar path. So, I mean, we shall see. But like I was saying last week, I don't trust the Suns and I don't trust the Jazz. They're going to have to show me.
I tell you what, I feel bad as fuck for Steph Curry. If he does all this and has this great season, leads the lead in scoring, drags his team into the play-in spot to play the defending champion Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah,
I mean, couldn't catch a break.
You still think they're going to make the playoffs, though, right?
Not if they play the Lakers in the play-in.
Well, nah. So the 7 and the 8 play each other, but they play the loser or they play the winner of the other game.
Right.
So you don't think they can beat the Grizzlies or the Spurs? I think they can beat the Grizzlies or Spurs.
They're in the 8 spot right now.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Now, so right now the Warriors would play the Lakers, and then the Spurs would play the Grizzlies.
No, but you don't know the format?
It's 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, so the 7 and 8 play each other.
Right.
And
So that's the Wizards and the Lakers.
No, I'm saying, but then the
Warriors and the Lakers.
Yeah, the Warriors-Lakers are going to play each other, but then the loser of the Warriors-Lakers game plays the 9-10, and that's to see who gets the 8 spot. Yeah. Why are you?
Really?
Yeah, that's how it is.
Wait, really? Are you sure?
Yeah, that's the rules. So whoever wins the 7-8, they're the 7th seed, straight up. They don't have to play another game. That loser plays the winner of the 9-10.
That shit is dumb as fuck.
Yeah, and then whoever wins that game.
God, that shit is dumb as hell.
Yeah, whoever wins that game plays the 8th, is the 8th seed.
You just have 7 played fucking 10 and have 8 played 9.
It should honestly just be one game. Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't mind the lower seed has to win 2, but like I said, have 7 play 10 and 8 play 9.
I just want one. Give me one game. Play for your lives. Steph Curry scores 56, and then we're in the playoffs.
Well, I tell you what. Could he beat the in that scenario, if they lose the Lakers, could they beat the Grizzlies at the Spurs?
Who, the Lakers?
Absolutely. No, the Warriors.
Oh, yeah. Well, probably.
They could. I tell you what, though, the Spurs are giving me some cause to pause because they have White and Dejounte Murray, who they both can throw at Steph, who are 2 terrific backcourt defenders.
No, they're
and then everyone else, you're like, all right, go ahead, Wonkus, whatever, Anderson. Go ahead, Draymond Green. Go ahead, Andrew Wiggins. Take 28 shots tonight.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, that's the thing I like about Pop, though, is the Spurs, all they did really was just double team him when they played against him. I mean, I don't remember, what the record is between the two teams, the Warriors and the Spurs, but when they played, Steph scored, I think, 22 or 23. Because I was just trying to pay attention to those teams because they're probably going to play each other later. And
Pop learned from that We Believe Warriors season. He was like, "Oh, not again! No."
Yeah, but the only thing that causes it's a little bit of concern for me for the Spurs because their next 3 games are hard. They're not easy wins. So I could it's realistic that the Spurs can lose their next 3 games.
Yeah.
And the Pelicans, I think, have an easier schedule. I was just looking at it earlier today because the Spurs played. They play the Bucks today. Then their next game is against the Nets, and then I think their next game is against the Knicks or somebody. Who is it? Yeah. So they got Bucks, Nets, Knicks. That's their next 3 games to end the season.
Spurs? For the
Pens? No, for the Spurs. And the Pelicans are only.
That's a tough break. Now, I don't want to see the Pelicans in any type of play-in, play-off, play-out without Zion Williamson. I don't want to see that shit. I don't care. What,
is he hurt or something? Did he get hurt?
Huh? Yeah, he got hurt on
what
the
happened?
Zion joint where they were beating the shit out of him all game. And then that's why David Griffin lost his shit at the post-game press conference. talking about how these referees are letting his players get hurt, not calling all these fouls on Zion.
Oh, so he broke his finger. Damn.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, who cares? Pelicans lose out.
I don't want to see the Pelicans without Zion.
Yeah. Damn, that is garbage, man. It's like all year we wanted to see the Pelicans play for a winner goes home game versus somebody because Zion could get you about 40, you know?
Well, listen, man, they never put it together the whole year. You know what I mean? They've been like making all these mental errors at the end of stretches of games all season long. They don't deserve to be in a play-in spot, frankly.
Yeah, I mean, I got to give it to you, bro. Stan Van Gundy he just isn't the right guy for the team, man. They need another coach. I have to hand it over to you, bro. You can't have a record like this with two legitimate all-stars on the team.
How much has Brandon Ingram regressed since last season?
He just takes stupid-ass shots. I don't like tough shot makers. Like, when have you ever liked someone that just shoots tough shots and makes – I mean, you like Kobe, but, like, Kobe was not a dude that I like to watch. He was exceptionally good at it, but also he missed the most shots in NBA history. So it's like, give or take, you know, he got 5 chips, but damn, he probably could have got about 10 more.
Well, you know, I got John Havlicek tagged on the back of my scrot sack. So there'll be no inefficiency slander here.
John Havlicek is absolute garbage. I don't want to hear it. I loved him defensively, but offensively, you cannot have the second.
You loved him defensively when you were looking at footage them through a flip book.
I looked at real film, homie. I looked at the film.
Yeah, check the film.
Well, this is my thing about John Havlicek, and I don't want to hear not jack shit from any white person about John Havlicek. You cannot have the second most missed shots ever, and you're like the 30th most points scored ever. Like, come on, bro. Get the hell out of here.
He was the first 6 man, bro. He was coming off that bench and putting them up, bro. He was Jamal Crawford before Jamal Crawford.
And then people are like, no, that's the best Celtics. Stop. That's not the best Celtics anything you've ever seen. That is complete garbage. I do not want to hear it. Bill Russell, that's the only man I respect on the team. Everybody else, trash.
Oh, you're not crossing Bob Cousy? Are you kidding me? What do you think Allen Iverson learned his handles from?
Bob Cousy. Compasso is better than Bob Cousy.
We need to get out the black and white and the Harlem Globetrotters whistle tape.
Oh my god, dude! The Harlem Globetrotters right now could beat that fucking Celtics team straight up.
Yeah, no shit. The Harlem Globetrotters right now have dudes who get dunked and then like flip upside down and rest their nutsack on the lip of the rim. You did that back when John Havlicek was playing, you get thrown in jail.
They're like, whoa, get this monkey out of here.
Yeah, they'd be like, another appalling move from another colored player. They're like, guys, it's on tape delay. Don't worry about it. They'll bleep it out later.
Yeah, right? They'll change the contrast of the TV just so they know there's only white people in the game. Oh, God. It's just so funny to
keep them black if they, like, miss the big shot at the end of the game. They're like, oh, guys, what did we tell you? They're not smart enough to play in the NBA.
Oh, my God. Yeah, okay. Okay, guys.
It's hard to believe, like, that's just so wild.
It's so funny to me, bro, because, like, I mean, we already know, like, the best basketball players are black now. Like, you know, it is what it is. But, I mean, what are like, standard white American, like, males good at? Like, what's the greatest peak? And you can't touch them in that sport.
Cornhole.
They're pretty nice at cornhole. Can't pick on that. You ever watch the shit on ESPN, the cornhole championships for like?
Yeah, bro. They sing with everyone.
Bro, like what? This shit is crazy to me. Like, I mean, like we like to say we're decent cornhole players, but I can't hold it every time.
No. I'm telling you, white people, we got a stranglehold on cornhole, on curling,
darts.
What else? You see that shit where they had little girls run around with hobby horses between their legs in a middle school gym, jumping over obstacles and shit? We got a stranglehold on that. We got a stranglehold on Quidditch.
Quidditch, you definitely got Quidditch locked down. Although I saw a black kid play Quidditch, and he fucking dominated.
It's like dunking on people, bro. I saw it too. And you know what's even more embarrassing, Terry?
What?
Because we saw that same clip. Do you know where they were playing it at?
Where was it?
University of Maryland.
That was at Maryland?
On those same fields that we used to play soccer, right behind the outdoor basketball courts.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude.
How times have changed. Bro, if I was at Maryland, when I was there in 2010, if you were attempted to play Quidditch in a fucking public space over another sport, I'm taking your hobby horse stick and I'm throwing that shit in a fucking pool.
In 2010, it's a little wild. But you know what? You got spike ball. Y'all are nice.
Another white person sport.
Ultimate frisbee. But if black people could play ultimate frisbee, you already know. That'd be nice. But ultimate darts and bowling, you got that locked up.
What's the other joint? Frisbee golf. Oh
no, y'all can have that. Yeah.
Disc golf.
Yeah. Froth.
Shuffleboard.
Hey, I don't know. I've seen some old blacks hit him with that shuffleboard real quick.
Right. This is true. Only on a cruise ship, though.
Poker.
Hey,
is that a sport?
That's not a sport.
That's gambling.
Yeah. What? Wait a minute. So which of these sports that black people got into would they not dominate?
I mean, like those sports where we're talking about
spike ball. I think we're in danger of losing that one.
I mean, like any of the ones where it's like a crazy amount of like athleticism, you would figure that they would figure that out. But
I'll tell you what, Terry, I think you bring up a good point. I don't think there are any sports left for white people anymore because the ones that depend on athleticism, the blacks are going to take. The ones that depend on like creativity and like instantaneous, like come up with something off the top of your cuff, the Latinos are always going to take that one, right? The stuff that depends on like precision and repetition, and you doing something like a billion times.
The Asians.
Asian people.
The Asians.
Good that one. So what's left for us whites?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I really don't know. I mean, like, look. So like
arm wrestling.
You got arm wrestling. You got slapping each other in the face.
Those white guys, those Russian dudes.
Yeah, you got that one locked up.
They love that shit.
Yeah, you got that locked up. But I mean, like a lot of like some of the sports that like the white people are good at, you can be good at it. A black person can do it, or like a Hispanic, any other race can do it. But it's like
why would you want to? It's like the joint that white people used to do all the way back in the day in like the Wild Wild West, where they like sit down at a picnic table and put like a knife and start going like,
oh yeah,
fingers and shit.
That stupid game.
Right. It's like, the only thing that we're left that we're still good at is games that nobody wants to play.
But like honestly, like those games, it's all about like not precision per se. I would just say like you can win, but I wouldn't say you can't dominate though. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you barely win. Anybody can be good at like darts.
No, I'll tell you how you dominate is if somebody cuts their finger off. That's how you dominate. They'd be like, he can't flip the bird ever again. You dominated that matchup.
That game is hella dumb.
You the Anthony Davis of the 5-finger challenge.
I don't think he want to be the Anthony Davis of that sport. He gets hurt too much. So that means you're getting stabbed a lot.
Right.
I ain't messing with that. I want to be durable. It's all about durability.
You definitely don't want to be the Jason Pierre-Paul of that.
Explosive. He chopped off his hand. Yeah, you'd be horrible if you did that. It's like, damn, son, you're in the wrong profession.
Oh, my Lord. I'll tell you what. That must be some type of record to blow your fingers off and then come back in the league and win the Super Bowl.
Yo, and actually looked really good. Yeah. It looked really good in that shit.
That's got to be some type of record, bro.
Yo, I got a question about that, though. Like, how big, like, I know blocking doesn't look like it's hard, and I know it's really hard. Like, you said you played football for a bit. Like, the talent discrepancy, though, from, like, one fat dude blocking to the next fat dude blocking is, like, this shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Like Mahomes
It's
look
all about
fine.
technique, bro. Every single one of these dudes is 6'5", 300 to 330. All of them are the same size.
Yeah, pretty much for the most
About
part.
like connecting your feet with your hands, keeping your balance, like having the right technique. You know, you see these like great linemen. Is like once they get their hands on you, you're not going anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like once they hit that initial punch, if you don't smack their hands off, your play is over.
Yeah. But that's the thing that was funny to me is like versus the Buffalo Bills, literally there was just one dude that got hurt. Like versus the Bills, the Chiefs look fine. You lose one dude on the whole line, and everybody's like, well, we're finished. This one guy's done. We're out. Like Mahomes was like, dude, as soon as I say hike, like they're in the backfield.
Bro, Andrew Luck is like at home, like beating up all his throw pillows and shit.
I think, honestly, that's probably why Andrew.
You got for 8 seasons. He had the concussion protocol on his couch.
That's probably why he's not married. He'd know he'd kill her.
Elite. He's probably not married because of that neck beard, bro. He looked like the caveman from the Geico commercials.
Shout out to the neck beard. His was crazy, though.
But you have beard on your face. He just has it on his neck.
He only gets it from, like, the jawline down.
He got the that dude who used to play for the Dolphins, the linebacker, that light-skinned dude. He got the same beard joint.
I thought you were going to say he kind of looks like the dude from Harry Potter, the big dude.
Hagrid?
Yeah, that had the joint, like the really big beard. Straight up, that's all it looks like, man.
He looked like a chipmunk that evolved into a human.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he kind of does.
Yeah, you got to catch them all, guys. Word to T.Y. Hilton.
Straight up.
Yeah. I'll tell you who can fucking dust T.Y. though right now, and that's DK. Boy, DK Metcalf decided to go out for the Olympic trials for the 100 meters.
Uh-huh.
Did decent. I don't think he embarrassed himself. He finished 15th out of 17th, so he still beat 2 people.
What was it, like like 8 people raced?
So there's 2 different heats.
2 different heats.
There was like 9 in the first and 7 in the second or whatever. And so he finished dead last in his heat, but his time would have beat 2 people in the other one.
So, I mean, he's fast. He's fast. Did he run track in college? Or no?
I don't think so. He did run a 10.36 for the 100, which is stupid fast at like 240 pounds with no track training. His form was fucking awful. And he's still – did you see the race?
Nah, I didn't watch it. I missed it.
Bro,
10.36 is fast.
If it was at 60, he would have won. He was out in front.
He was in front of everybody?
And then that last 40, bro, they opened up on his ass.
That's crazy.
That's 60, though, he was at the front. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
But then it was like they started to hit that Devontae Smith on him and just start striding out.
It's so crazy to me that, like, you can be, like, crazy fast, but you literally have to do, like, this technique. It'll make you, like, almost a second faster than you are. You're just like, that shit makes no sense to me.
Is that what I've been missing this whole time?
Every single one. I swear.
That's all I had to do?
You hit that stride, like the track coach, he was like, yo, your form is crazy. I was like, son, I run like this. Who cares? Like, I'm going to go fast. He was like,
open your hands. Aerodynamic.
Open them up. He was like, if you open them up and then you got to close the hand so the wind affects everything. I was like, son, this is crazy to me. He was like, yeah, just run it. He was like, run it regular and then run it like that. The first one I ran 11.35. The second one I ran 10.98. I was like, yo, this is crazy, bro. What the fuck? Bro. Track makes no sense to me, man.
Maybe I should stop running like those dudes who do the traditional Polish dances.
To be honest with you, I don't know what your running form is because I don't think you ever opened it up all the way. I'm not going to lie. I don't think you've ever, like, full out sprinted because it's so slow. I can't fathom that you're actually sprinting.
It's like when you try to watch the eclipse happen and you're like, is this moving or not? Like, I know that it's gonna be an eclipse in 30 minutes, but this moon don't look like it's moving in front of
Yeah,
shit.
right. Is it happening? Did I miss it?
Right.
Yeah.
My only question is like, I don't want to be slower than Rich Eisen.
Oh.
I don't want to be slower than Rich Eisen.
Yo, I think you are slower than Rich Eisen.
I'm concerned.
I think you're slower than Rich Eisen. We need to set this up. We need to set the cameras up because I don't know what his time is. What was his time? Was it like
6:10 or something?
Was it 6:10? 6:10. That sounds fast.
He put on studs this year.
Oh, he ran another one? He did another one this year?
He did with a full suit and fucking track cleats.
Bro. They need to stop doing that. 1 year, he's going to really hurt himself. He's getting up there in age, bro. 1 year, he's going to, like, rip a muscle or something.
That's what I'm saying. I can't in good conscience allow this 50-year-old white dude to still be faster than me.
Bro, son, you're just not fast. Like, it's okay. It's fine to be slow. It's not that big a deal. What are you running from?
My own expectations.
You don't have to run anymore, man. It's over. Well,
That's what I was trying to explain to my kids in soccer practice. We were doing these one-on-one drills. I was like, listen, you don't have to be faster than anybody. Just get in front of them.
Yeah, realistically, yeah.
Just run in front of them.
If we're being honest, right? You have said like I'm one of the faster people you've ever seen play soccer. But like if I really think about it, the amount of times I actually open up full 100% sprint for a long period of time, maybe like 3 times in a game, 3 or 4 times. Like you don't really sprint all the way like that.
And for me, it's 0 times. If I ever need to, like, if I know that I have to sprint for 40 yards, what I'm going to do is sprint to a place where I can recover. Because I'm not winning no fucking 40-yard 50-50 chase ball against nobody. So I'm going to get back and get in position and defend this cross.
Yeah. It's over. Like, let me defend this cross. The center back's going to come across because I ain't getting back.
Right.
I understand. But let me actually look up Rich Eisen's 40 time. I got to see this shit with my own eyes. Because I want to really know if you can beat him. Whoa. Oh, nah, you're not beating him. 5.94. That was his fastest.
What? No.
In 2016.
5 what?
5.94.
What is 2021? What is the 2021 numbers? I'm not racing in 2016.
6.77.
6'7"?
6'7", yeah. You can beat 6'7".
Wait a minute. He went from 5 something to 6'7"?
He's old. I think he's almost 60. I don't know how old he is, but I'm pretty sure
Mike Vick just ran a 4.7 at 40.
Golly. That's crazy. When did he do that?
This last week.
He ran it as well?
For charity, and then afterwards he came out and he was like, bro, I just got to admit to myself, I'm not fast anymore. I don't have it. I was like, bro, you're still the second fastest quarterback in the entire NFL with that 40-yard dash speed.
Yeah, but he doesn't have official 40 times, though. He didn't do it in the combine.
He ran at his pro day, he ran like a 4.24.
Yeah, because like there's a lot of stories where he did that, but he had like an unofficial 4.19, and I was like, what the hell?
That's like some Bo Jackson shit,
bro. 4.19, like come on, bro. Because I think in the fastest one still a 4.2. I don't think anybody actually officially ran a 4.1 like at the combine.
Bo Jackson had an unofficial 4.12.
Good Lord, bro. 4.12.
Right.
I can see why his hip dislocated itself when that guy caught him.
Yeah, they're like, no, you're going way too fast. Hit the brake.
Dude tackled him, his leg almost ripped apart.
Yeah,
that's
crazy. That is all-time peak athleticism, man.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I'll tell you another dude who is an all-time peak athlete, Terry, and that's Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook 2 days ago just tied Oscar Robertson's triple-double record. Now, we both have had our qualms with him, but as far as just grit and athleticism goes, I think we got to recognize he's at the very top or near the very top of point guards all time.
You think so?
In terms of athleticism?
Oh, as far as athleticism is concerned, I mean...
Is Penny, Derrick Rose, and him.
Zach LaVine, is he a point guard, or are we saying he's a shooting guard?
Not to me. He's a shooting guard to me.
Derrick Rose, young Westbrook was like crazy athletic. I don't know. Derrick Rose might have him, but if you just point guards, I don't think anybody's as athletic as Russell Westbrook. I can't think of anybody who jumps that high, runs that fast. I mean, John Wall's up there. John Wall's
up there too, and Penny, of course.
You think Penny was like athletic like that? I don't know. Like,
I thought he was pretty goddamn athletic. Also, he was like 6'7".
That's the thing for me. I think like Penny was so tall. I wasn't able to like see him like run really fast. You know, like the court is not big enough for him to like do like a full sprint and But I mean, he was fast. He could jump kind of, but I didn't think he was crazy athletic.
Well, Russell Westbrook has parlayed that athleticism into like 173 triple-doubles.
Bro, what do you actually think about his triple-doubles, though? Do they actually have an effect on the game at all?
They don't always contribute towards winning as much as you'd hope. But the fact alone, like, have you ever, like, played my player in 2K and just see how hard it is to get 3 triple-doubles in a row? In a fucking video game?
I mean, I can't say I've ever had like a really, really good player on that shit, So of course it's like impossible for me to get a triple double when I haven't gone past the first season ever in the whole history of the game.
Fair enough.
But I understand what you're saying.
Even 3 games in a row is really, really, really hard.
Yeah.
And he went through like 45 games of the season that he had a triple double in, averaged it for a season. Just being able to like do all those things, to be that high level of a rebounder, to be that high level of a passer. As always, it's about the biggest moments and knowing when to do what, right? Yeah. And definitely. That's always where he struggled, and that's where I think he'll continue to struggle. But I think we have to appreciate the greatness that is Russell Westbrook. We don't know when's the next time we're going to see a player like this, a do it everything. Guy who competes for 48 minutes every single night, whether it's against the Magic or the Cavs or the Sixers.
I mean, I like him. I do like him. But at the end of the day, all these triple-doubles, it's all regular season triple-doubles. Like as soon as he gets into the playoffs, he just turns into the most inefficient basketball player like I've ever seen, bro. Like, he doesn't get triple doubles in the playoffs. Like, you do all of this in the regular season, and then when he gets in the playoffs, he shoots like 30 shots, and he doesn't pass the ball, and he's not rebounding at the same clip.
Well, in the playoffs, Steven Adams isn't going to move out of the way so you can jump from the free throw line and get your 8th rebound, right? He's like, we're just going to win the game. So I'm going to box this dude out and get this rebound and then push it to you. But with Westbrook, that's like always the concerning thing that kind of belies the effectiveness of his triple doubles is the shot quantity.
Yeah,
that infamous game 7 or whatever, it was a game 6 that the Warriors came back, Clay hit all those threes.
Yeah.
I think it was game 7 the next game. Yeah. Russell Westbrook took like 8 more shots than Kevin Durant in the game 7.
In the game 7, the more egregious one was the game 6 too. I mean,
that's the problem, man. Is like when it comes to be winning time, you're like, all right, well, I'm going to take you to the promised land and nobody else.
Yeah, he just doesn't understand what the hell's going on in a game, bro. To be honest with you, like when it comes to actually winning a game and like doing the things that it takes what it takes to win. He doesn't do it when it's time to win. Like Paul George. I don't
like inefficient shooters when they get to the line is the thing. But I'll give it. Go ahead.
Well, in those games, we don't even blame Durant for losing those games. I mean, a little bit, but like we don't even blame Durant for playing bad in that game.
He couldn't get the ball.
And we don't even blame Paul George for. I mean, we kind of make fun of him, but damn, he couldn't shoot because he wasn't getting the damn ball. Westbrook shot like 20 more shots than Paul George in that game where he scored, what was it, like 6 points or 5 points or something like that?
Yep.
And it's just like, bro, he doesn't understand.
Let's see if he learned from his mistakes. Let's see if he learned from his mistakes, because So all the people that are saying, well, you know what? He's learned to take a step back now. He's one of the league leaders in assists. Bradley Beal is second in the league in scoring. And he's taking a step back to be a second banana and be like, my job is to help Brad cook.
Yeah.
The thing is, Kevin Durant led the NBA in scoring twice or three times with Russell Westbrook as point guard.
Yeah.
James Harden led the NBA in scoring with Russell Westbrook as point guard. And then what happened in the playoffs?
Russell Westbrook.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put up a bunch of shots. He put up a bunch of shots. And I think, honestly, his shooting percentage. See, the thing for me, he can't stop shooting threes. And his three-point percentage is ridiculously low. And it's been really bad pretty much throughout his whole career. It's showing a little bit more now because he's shooting way worse than he did before. But it's like, if you can't even not shoot a three, I know, like, if you're wide open, you're like, damn, I got to shoot this. Don't shoot, bro. That's why you're open.
Yeah. As Jalen always said, open for a reason. And that's how it is in the playoffs, too. We're standing 8 feet off you because we want you to shoot 10 threes a game, Russell Westbrook.
I don't know. He has a bad reputation, but he honestly is probably the worst passer who's ever averaged more than 8 assists in an NBA career. Swear to God, I can't think of anybody else that you think like every time he gets 10 assists, it's just forced. He just drives in and then he just dumps it off to somebody open. I've never been like, ooh, that's a hell of a pass. Like he has had some
literally the anti-Compasso. He is the opposite of Facundo Compasso.
Bro, like, wouldn't you like Westbrook? If he ever shoots more than 100 threes in a season, that's way too much. His career 3-point percentage is 30%. It's at 30. When he was younger, he was around 35%. Now his shit is almost near like 25 something, bro. Like, come on, bro. Stop shooting. He just doesn't. It doesn't compute for some reason. Like every play you've played on a team for majority of your career, you were the second best player. But you always thought you were the best player. And you destroyed everyone's time, bro. You messed it up.
Hey, man, this is the thing. You got to learn the game and continue getting better in all facets of your game every year. If you look at Rondo when he was winning those chips with the Celtics and shit, he couldn't fucking shoot back then. People were giving him 8, 9 feet of space. You know what he did? He used it as a runway, right? Yeah. He learned how to take that space that they're giving him and use it to his advantage. Russell Westbrook is not figured out how to do that.
Nah.
What's his adjustment to an adjustment?
I don't know.
I'm going to play harder.
I don't know what he does. Like everybody keeps saying he plays hard, bro. But like, I've watched him play defense.
Not that good of a defender for a dude playing his ass off.
I've watched him play defense. I'm like, bro. Every time somebody says he plays hard at 100% every play, all day, all night, I'm like, no, he doesn't. You ever seen him just stop when there's a pick? He's like, okay, he's got that.
You ever see him guard someone in the corner and then look at them and then look at the ball and then look back and there's no one in the corner?
Plenty of times. Plenty of times. Somebody that back cut. If he gets backdoor cut 20 more times in the season, can we stop with this? He's a decent defender shit. I don't care what the stats say.
He's not a good defender. The stats say he's not. He just tries hard.
Yeah. He didn't even try hard.
Why do you think I said from the beginning of the season that Westbrook and Beal is the worst defensive backcourt in the league?
You did say that in the beginning. I mean, it's so weird because I've watched Westbrook play great perimeter defense, but not in the NBA. Only for USA basketball.
UCLA, right?
No, USA basketball.
It was for USA. Gotcha.
USA. Because he could foul the shit out of you, and they didn't
call it. And those FIBA rules, hand checking, that's good. Yeah. Moving screens, fine. Like, whatever you want to do, pretty much. They'll let you block people from behind, like the Ginobili shit, and not call it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, look, speaking of hand checking, right? Every old person I ever talked basketball with, they're just like, yo, these new guys can't handle the hand check. I'm like, bruh, back in the day, point guards used to dribble with their back to you, so you could just move them wherever you wanted. If you got faced up by Kyrie, how you gonna hand check him when he hits you with 3 fucking moves? You're not hand checking his ass.
You reach, I teach. Go ahead and reach with your hands, and then
See, they stopped all that hand checking because AI crossed Jordan. They're like, all right, this is, you know what? We'll just change the rule. Don't foul him. Just let him dribble. It's over for that shit. But anyways,
they changed the hand checking rule to make the league easier for whites again. They're like, we got to give these guys some space, man. This is getting too difficult.
Not a lot of white guards, I'll tell you that.
Right? They're like, all right, Steve Nash, 1996. Let's change the rule.
Canada. You count Steve Nash? You count the Europeans?
As what? Whites?
Whites.
I count Steve.
You count Steve?
About everybody else, but I count Steve Nash.
Even though he's Canadian? I mean, Dirk. Yeah.
Dirk is just German. Like he's
so Canada's close. Canada's close enough.
It's only some Canadian whites too, I imagine. Like I don't know another Canadian white actually.
There are no other Canadian
All
white.
the other Canadian players are black.
Yeah, there's no other Canadian white guards in the NBA.
All right, so we'll take them.
Okay. Steve Nash is, well, I mean, he is white, but like, is he though?
Hey, we won't know until he gets pulled over, Terry.
Oh, yeah, well.
That's the litmus. That's the litmus test.
Coiffed up.
I'll tell you about another test, though, that was failed in the NBA, and that was Luka, who tried to test himself by saying, I'm not going to get any more texts this season, guys. What he do the next game? Ejection.
Ball smacker.
Right.
Is he the habitual line stepper of the week?
No.
Nah? You got some. He's like, no, I'm not going to do it.
The habitual line stepper of the week is. We're going to get to that later.
Oh, okay. But like Luka's like, no, I'm not going to do it. And then he does it.
Yeah.
Sounds like Rick James.
Right. Come on now, like I'm just gonna get a technical foul out there when I'm already on my 15th technical foul. Like that's something to do and get suspended, man. Come on, man. I got a little bit more sense.
Yeah, right. And all Colin Sexton did was try to battle for a rebound.
Yeah, I remember that time I got that double technical foul. I got ejected from the game, caused me to be suspended from future games for my next tech in the playoffs.
So dumb. Wait, isn't so is he suspended for like? Is it just one game for the 15?
But so now, like each tech he'll get will be like a suspension, I think.
In the regular season?
No, this is the Draymond Green shit where he got too many, and then he punched LeBron in the dick and he got suspended for the finals game.
Yeah. If you get ejected, if he gets ejected, yeah. So if he gets ejected, he's gone a game. Yo, he just complains so much. That's why he got a lot of his other ones. This one was.
He's the biggest whiner in the NBA, bro. He's the biggest whiner in the NBA. That
he's making
Europe so much.
He's making these Europeans look bad, man.
You could tell that he played for Real Madrid for real.
The hate, dog.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of hanging out with Sergio Ramos and fucking Mesut Ozil and former Real Madrid players.
Got to play the game right, man.
I didn't think it was warranted, dude. I thought that was some bullshit. I didn't think that was a groin shot. He hit him right in the thigh.
Nah. I mean, I don't think he actually wanted to hit him in his dick or like anywhere around.
He didn't hit him in his dick.
No, I don't.
Because otherwise, Colin Sexton would have fallen on the ground. He immediately ran over to the ref. It was like.
Nah, I don't think he meant to like do that. I think he wanted to like swipe at his arm, but like Colin Sexton's arm
That's
just
what
like
it was, he had his arm on him and he was trying to be like, get the
yeah.
fuck off me.
Yeah, but Colin
and he pulled his arm away and it was like
yeah. I was like, damn, son. It looked worse than what it was, but I think
if a guy who's 6'8", 240 pounds hits you square in the nuts, you're gonna fall to the ground. You're not gonna run straight to the ref.
You would think so. I don't know, man. We don't know.
Also, Luka, like you have a point guard on you in the fucking block. You should have boxed his ass out into the fucking second row of the court. Yeah. Like this shouldn't even be a thing that you're getting in a mix up with a point guard. Just put your ass into him and box him out of the court.
Yeah, and to be honest, like you were just battling for position. Like, why do you get so mad about that? Like, Colin would just try to move you and box you out, and you're like, "Yo, ain't no boxing out in the NBA. What the hell is going on here, bro?"
I'm with it, bro. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It reminds me of like that Larry Bird shit where he was like, "Really, you gonna put a white guy on me? That's disrespectful."
One of the best lines ever, bro.
Yeah.
Luka,
really, you gonna put a point guard on me to get a rebound?
Don't disrespect me like that. But honestly, bro, like the audacity of him to not care about his team at all in that moment. Like, bro, you're in the mix of trying to getting a good playoff position, and you just suspended yourself for the next game, bro. Like, come on. Y'all can't afford to lose any games. They're going to get smacked in the next game.
Bro, you see that shit turn into an instant meme?
What? Which
meme
one?
of Luka's face after that shit?
Oh, after the foul?
Yeah. Where he was like – and then everybody started going in. It's like when your girl walk into your restaurant with your side chick too. It's like when the teacher starts taking up homework, but you left it at home. Oh man,
dude.
Luka. I tell you what, man. There's been a lot. I was the first person to say I was really, really upset when we didn't draft Luka and trade Betty and Trey. Yeah. There's been a lot of like premature coronation going on with Luka Doncic. Beginning in his first year, there's been a little bit of European dick kissing going on.
Well, you think he's not?
People are like, have the baby bird nicknames.
Yeah.
Bill Simmons saying, he's a guaranteed top 10 player of all time. On the jump, they have a segment about Luka every freaking day. And they used to always roast the Hawks for taking Trey over Luka. Now, we're 3 seasons into their careers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whose team has a better record?
Luka Doncic is better, bro. I don't care what you're saying right now.
You see what I'm saying, though? That everyone acts like there's no argument that can be made because Trey was on all these shitty-ass teams. And they're like, yeah, he's putting up numbers, but Luka's team is winning. Luka's team went to the playoffs. Trey's putting up 30 and 10, but what is his team doing? Now, Trey's putting up 27 and 10. The Hawks are in the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference. We're not going to be in the fucking play-in. We have a better record than the Mavs. Where's all this narrative about?
Congratulations. For the first time, you guys have made the playoffs with Trae Young being your leading scorer. That's good shit. Doncic, he did it last year. He beat you to it. I don't know what to tell you.
He had a better team around. I'm just saying, everyone's been acting like there's this huge gap between Luka and Trae.
It is a huge gap, but it's only a huge.
This is the first time we're seeing Trae with a competent pieces around him. Since Luka came into the league, he had competent pieces around him.
You think the pieces around him in Dallas are that competent?
They had the highest scoring offense of all time last season.
He scored 28 points.
So did Trae. He scored more. He scored 29.5.
But he was doing
more assists.
Yeah, but they weren't doing anything at all. He can't play any defense.
Because his teammates, bro. Luka's a poor defender as well.
He's okay. It's only a hype.
Whoa.
For me, it's only a hype.
Let me read you the big men that Trae Young played with his first 2 years in the league. All right? Daniel Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Len.
Yep.
Dwayne Dedman.
Mm-hmm.
Jabari Parker.
Jabari Barker?
Jabari Barker.
Who else? That's it?
That's it.
And now who's he got this year?
Quick Capella.
He's pretty good.
Yeah. All you got to do is give him a fucking decent big man. He's played with 4 centers who are like out of the league now, man.
Hey, man, I don't know what to tell you, bro. It's just a height thing. For me, it's just a height thing. They pretty much get the same averages, but Luka Doncic is just 6'7",
You're right, but I think it's time to start having a conversation because for the first 2 years in the league, it was like, this is no conversation. The Hawks fucked this up so bad. How did they miss on the generational talent? Well, the generational talent is shooting like 29% from 3 this year. They're they're in the play-in spots right now. And the dude who The dude who we were a fool for taking is putting up 28 and 10, and we're in the playoffs.
First of all, Luka Doncic is shooting 35% from three. So
This season?
Yeah, don't fake on him.
Are you serious?
Yeah, don't fake on
Look
him.
it up.
Yeah, I got it right here. 35%.
Dude,
35% from three, which is really good.
bro, he was slumping at the beginning of the year. So
I mean, he
picked it up some.
can he hit an open three? Yeah. I just think he shoots really difficult three-pointers, you know? And his usage rate is ridiculous. Like,
You know,
the Mavs.
He uses a lot of contested step backs and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's not a lot.
I mean, like,
swing. Luka takes a wide open three.
but also at the same time, like, yeah, they had the number one offense, and he was the leading scorer on the number one offense of all time. But his big men weren't that good. His teammates weren't good at defense, and that's about it. Like, they're one-way players. Tim Hardaway Jr., Seth Curry, Kristaps Porzingis, who only plays like 40% of the games.
Dwight
Like, come
Howard.
on, bro. It's not like he had like these teammates that were like way, way, way better. Doncic.
That's why they brought in a bunch of defense this year. But I'm not talking about the coronation process. I'm talking about the baby bird stuff. I'm talking about the top 10 player all time stuff. I'm talking about how like we're not going to act like it's a conversation to have.
I mean, well,
I think now we're starting to go to the point where we need to monitor this going forward.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Give it one more year. I think the story will start to pick up if it happens again next year. But Trae Young has to do it another year. Like Luka Doncic and Trae Young, yeah, he scored what? How many points last year? Second, like 27, 26?
29 and a half.
29? Yeah. Okay. That's really, really good. But no one really cares unless you consistently go to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Because then you can just be a good stats, bad team guy. Everybody hates a good stats, bad team guy.
Well,
You know?
I think the odds are in our favor, man. We're in the 5th seed with everyone playing hurt and not playing together all year.
Yeah.
So, you know, if yet next year we return a couple of these dudes, you know, Cam Reddish takes a leap or we trade him for a basketball player.
Dude, we shall
look at a solid team.
We shall see. Now I can entertain the conversation, but also you gotta think Luka Doncic he hit a game winner in the playoffs. All right. So that's a lot of eyes watching you. You know, that's a big thing.
And that shit was nice as fuck too.
No, it was nice on a horrible defender in Reggie Jackson. But yeah. And also they went to the playoffs twice. I don't think they went his rookie year, but this is the second year they're going to the playoffs, and he's still scoring 28 consistently. All right? And he's hitting you with nice-ass moves. He's white. You can't beat a white guy. Yeah, I mean, he's a white European player. Trae Young has horrible hair. Luka Doncic's hair is great.
Trae Young has the worst hair in the NBA.
It's over.
It's an abomination how bad his hair is.
Him and LeBron are fighting for worst hair. No, actually, KD, his hair is pretty bad too.
Trae Young is the worst, bro. Trae Young.
Well, hey, look, you know what? Trae Young's hair so
hair
bad.
looks like a bird's nest with a shape up.
Oh my god, that's a good one right there. Yeah, hey, look, man, it's just look.
Yeah, we should have called him Baby Bird.
He looks like a baby bird.
Yeah, that's how his dad Rayford still feeds him.
You can't see us on camera because you're not subscribed to our YouTube.
Right, but thank you for listening to us on Spotify and or Google Podcasts.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, he's got a lot of shit fighting against him, bro. I can honestly have the real conversation with you at the end of next season if the Hawks are like a 4 seed.
Fair enough. Maybe
You got to be the 4.
Maybe a little bit too early. I may be stepping across the line a little prematurely, but that's what we do here on the Habitual Line Steppers podcast, sir.
We talk about the Hawks.
Unfortunately, that was stepping across the line right there. Shoot, the Habitual Line Stepper of the week should be me then for needlessly bringing up the Hawks. But this week we have a better candidate, Terry.
Habitual line step of the week?
Yeah, man. All right, this week there can only be one man, the Habitual Line Stepper of the week. The same way that we all have wondered how we'd stack up against athletes at the very best level. Me seeing whether I could do it like Facundo Campazzo's doing it. J. Cole has also decided that he's going to step up to the challenge of being a professional basketball player.
Where?
But wait, it's not in the NBA, Terry.
No 10-day contract for J. Cole?
No 10-day contract for J. Cole. He is going to be playing for the Rwanda Patriots in the Basketball Africa League.
Wait, that's serious?
Yeah, he's signed a contract to play 6 games for the Rwandan Patriots.
Oh, he got a 6-game contract?
Yep, 6-game contract. Jermaine, I hope you stay in an Airbnb. I heard bad things about the hotels there.
2 out of 5 stars isn't very good.
Yo, is it true that at the end of the season, the championship trophy, instead of a basketball, is just Don Cheadle's nose?
Oh, God. That'd be a good one.
just blown up in bronze.
So, I know J. Cole's got shoes, right? Is he going to wear those in the games? Are they basketball shoes? Or are they just casual?
Oh, yeah. He definitely playing with the Dreamers. Definitely playing with the Dreamers on.
Hey, J. Cole, just one word of advice. Maybe more than one word. Don't bring your diamonds to Rwanda.
Yo, you show up be out here Ali Boumaye and his ass. See, this is the funny thing. J. Cole is going down there. He thinks he's going to be playing for the Rwandan Patriots, but he's really going to be playing for the Tutsis against the Hutus.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Hey, look.
That's one hell of a rivalry game, man. That might be a bloodbath right there.
Why is he doing this for, charity or something? Is he actually going to, what is he doing this for? I don't understand.
Same way Compasso did. I want to see how I stack up with some of the hungriest players in the world. I don't mean hungry to get in the league. I mean hungry for lunch, Terry.
Actually hungry. We play for food. We don't play for money.
Yep.
Which is fucked up for us to say, but I like it, though. Do it.
Yeah. The thing is, what are you going to be contributing, dude? You going to come down here to the NBA Africa League and then play 6 games and then give out 12 pairs of shoes and then go back to North Carolina?
That's pretty much it. Bro, I don't even know. Whatever. To each their own, bro. To each their own.
I think if you're J. Cole, you got to be like, all right, I'm not coming down here to play for the Rwanda Patriots by myself. I got to bring somebody with me.
Bring Dreamville.
Bring Dreamville. I was going to say bring Steven Jackson. Steven Jackson going to be down. He's going to be about it no matter what happens. Yeah.
It's probably something that's already in the contract with all the other players. You can't hurt J. Cole. Because if I knew J. Cole was coming into this league and making a mockery of my profession, I am going to Ron Artest the shit out of you. If you try to go up and dunk it, this ain't all fun and games, homie. We are fucking you up. You're getting hit. You're getting hit. Stop African slander. You're getting hit, though.
I don't think he's going to be sharing water bottles with other people on the roster there. I think he might have his own, everyone else got the green Gatorade bottles, and then J. Cole is the Fiji joint.
He got the Fiji water over there chilling.
Yeah. He's take Jermaine's secret stuff over Fiji, but you can still see it.
Right? Oh, God. And then he's going to be that's such a flex to get Fiji water in Africa. They're going to look at him bruh, really? Really? You got Fiji water? All right. Bet. Bro. You know the lengths you got to do?
I want to know the commentators. That's what I want to see. Is oh, he crossed him back to dinner time. He stole his lunch money, his rent money, and his younger sister and sold her to slavery in South Carolina.
Oh, Django'd his ass. Yo, these games, let's be honest, these games are not going to be on TV. They streaming this live on what?
What? Terry. Tell me TV's in Africa.
Oh.
What do you think this is going to be on fucking the UNICEF channel?
They got TVs in Africa. I don't think they have TVs in Rwanda, but they have TVs.
His highlights. You ever get those joints as a kid where like these goggles and then discs that you put them and you click them over?
Oh my God! That's how you see the game.
That's how you're gonna be watching his highlight. It's like, oh, he's coming up. He's hit the shot.
And then you just see him on the floor, beat up. Oh my God, it's so weird. Hey, look, he's probably doing it with like some combined thing for when an album that's coming out or some shit. It's probably gonna be some hot shit. It's probably
got an album coming out in 3 days for all.
Oh yeah, it's some great promotion. It's probably gonna be some cool shit. It's gonna be dope. Also, before we head out, did you know?
No. Before we head out, real quick.
Go ahead.
How many points does he average in these 6 games in the African League?
38. You're not gonna have like
I was gonna say like 23.
He's gonna get, bro. He's gonna put it up. Like if the country of Rwanda invites you to play in the league, we're not gonna just try to play against you. Actually, plus they're not good at basketball. Like he's okay. I mean, come on, bro. He's an American versus African players. Like Hakeem, Mutombo, Joel Embiid.
He blocked Common in the Celebrity All-Star game. He dunked an alley-oop from Kevin Hart in the same joint.
Yeah. I think if we're being
playing basketball with Trae Young and J.R. Smith and all these other people like playing pickup.
Yeah. Nah, I think if we're actually being realistic, if everybody was actually playing hard and everything, I think he would probably get like 15.
Yeah.
Like pretty easily. I mean, he played D1. He didn't play, but he was on the team.
We'll see. Is young Simba gonna turn into the king?
Nah, son. I mean, if you invite J. Cole, though, they're gonna let him do whatever he wants. It's just
what if he drops like 65 a game and then gets a 10-day with the Magic?
Hell no. Do we even? What's the?
They're like, bro, you're better than Cole Anthony. Real talk, dog.
What's the league actually called?
The African Basketball League.
There's only one league in Africa?
Oh, Africa. Yeah. So that's the only team in Rwanda. The Rwanda Patriots.
Bro, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead ass.
Bruh, they're paying for travel?
They're paying for
the whole continent?
Bro, they're taking like the banana boat? They're taking a banana bus. It's a double-decker, and the whole bottom deck is produce.
Son, you cannot be at the top. No. You can't tell me right now that there's one basketball league in Africa and they travel the whole continent of Africa to play basketball games against each other.
So, first of all, the league is just starting. That's why J. Cole is like coming to do this. I don't know how many more games after J. Cole participates in this league is going to continue.
Yeah, this is poorly planned. There's no way this is happening. There's no way this is happening.
Even worse, what happens if you get stuck out on Madagascar and can't come back to the homeland?
Oh my God, dude. Are they gonna play like on the court? Like indoors? What do we
Yeah. Or what, you think they're playing outside on a dirt field?
No,
like nailed to a palm tree?
Nah, it could just be like nice ass outdoor courts with like stands, like Rucker Park or some shit.
Oh yeah. No, they definitely played inside.
Oh, okay. I mean,
that African heat.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
you know
my
what?
question for you is, Terry, what do you think the name of Djibouti's team is? The Djibouti Snatchers, Djibouti Creamers.
I don't know. Uncle Luke's Djibouti.
Djibouti Small.
Sir Mix-a-Lot Djibouti's looking at. I don't even know what to call him, man. Honestly, I really don't. But no, I was gonna say, did you hear that Kawhi Leonard was gonna produce a rap album?
Is it just the beat from Pong?
Nah. He's coming out with a rap album, and I think he's naming it something Jam because he's rivaling LeBron.
He's coming out with a fucking rap album, Morse code, and his fucking name is Lil Tapper.
Nah, he's calling it like Exotic Jam or something like that. It's like to rival LeBron's Space Jam movie or some shit.
We're good on that.
The most exciting man in the league.
Hey, I'm just excited for track 13, new growth.
Get out. Get out.
It's a bonus track. I can't even do it, bro. That shit will fuck my real laugh up for months.
Oh, man.
Well, yo, I think that is another tremendous edition of the Habitual Line Steppers podcast.
Yeah, man.
We're now, like I said, we're officially on Spotify. We're on Google Podcasts, and next week we'll be on Apple Podcasts as well.
Yep.
So, like our video on YouTube, so we can get the algorithm right.
Subscribe,
Share
baby.
that with your friends. Subscribe. Fucking, I don't give a shit. Download it onto your computer. Maybe that'll do something.
Well, tell them where to go so they can subscribe.
Go to www.thehLSpod.com. You can check out my article I wrote last week on Justin Fields and him changing the prospects of the Bears. If you guys want to find out a little bit more about Facundo Compasso, please check out my Wednesday spotlight this week. It's not a man crush, it's an obsession.
Compasso is the future of Denver. Bye-bye, Jamal Murray. It's over.
He's the future of the NBA. Let's change the logo now.
Hell no. But hey, we shall see. You thought I was going to say something crazy about him? Hell no.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you for stepping across the line with us.
It's been a good one. Peace.
Thank you for listening to our podcast this evening. Thank you. You're far too kind.